5 years in the tech world, that's basically a lifetime, right? So can a graphics card from way back in 2020, the legendary RTX 3080, still hang? We're talking about the card everyone was scrambling for. But now, in 2025, is it still a champion or is it just a museum piece?
Okay, let's cut to the chase. You can find these on the used market, but they're not exactly cheap. So here's the big question we need to answer. Is this a smart buy, a real steal for a beast of a card? Or are you kind of just paying for the nostalgia? Let's figure it out.
All right, round one. We're talking pure, raw power. We're going to pit the old champion against the new contender in a straight-up slugfest. No fancy tech, no special features, just who can throw the hardest punch.
So, in this corner, we've got the legend itself, the RTX 3080 from 2020. And in the other corner, the challenger, the RTX 4070, which dropped in 2023. Now, you'd think the newer card, with 3 years of tech advancements, would just walk away with this, right? Well, let's see what the numbers actually say. And whoa, here is our first big twist. When you look at older games, the ones that just need raw, unadulterated horsepower, the 3080 doesn't just hang in there. It actually wins. I'm not kidding, it's pushing more frames per second than the newer card. This thing was built to be a 4K monster, and man, it still has the muscle to back it up.
So for round one, the winner is clear. In a straight-up drag race, the old dog absolutely still has some serious bite. That raw power is just undeniable. But here's the thing. Gaming today isn't just about raw power anymore. There's a new factor in play.
And that brings us to round two, the tech twist. Because while power is great, it's the smarts that are changing the game. And believe me, this is where the story gets a whole lot different. See, the whole landscape of gaming is shifting under our feet. New games, take that new Indiana Jones title for example, they're not just suggesting you use fancy tech like ray tracing, they're starting to require it. It's not an option you can just toggle off anymore. And that gives the newer cards a massive, fundamental advantage right out of the gate.
And the biggest game changer of all? It's a little thing called DLSS. The simplest way to think about it is, it's like AI magic for your games. Your graphics card does the easy work of drawing the game at a low resolution, and then a super smart AI brain inside the chip instantly blows it up to a high resolution, making it look amazing. The end result? A huge, free performance boost. It really is the secret sauce for modern gaming.
And this is so important. Not all DLSS is the same. The 3080 has an older version. It's good, don't get me wrong, but the 4070 has DLSS 3, and with it comes this unbelievable feature called frame generation. This is where the AI literally invents brand new frames out of thin air and slots them in between the real ones. It's not just enhancing the picture, it's creating motion that wasn't there before.
And we're not talking about a tiny little boost here. The jump you get from frame generation is absolutely massive. One of our sources put it perfectly, it's like going from a bicycle to a rocket ship. The difference is night and day. Honestly, this one feature is the knockout punch for the 4070.
Just look at these numbers. The second you flip on that modern tech, it's not even a competition anymore. The 4070 just blows past the 3080. We're talking almost double the performance. This right here, this is what progress looks like. If you want to play the latest and greatest games, this chart is pretty much the only thing you need to see.
Okay, so the gaming story is pretty clear. But choosing a graphics card isn't just about what happens inside the game. There are real-world things to consider, stuff that hits your wallet and affects how you work. Let's get into those hidden costs.
We're going to focus on two big ones. First up, power consumption. In other words, how much is this thing going to jack up your electricity bill? And second, VRAM. That's the card's own private memory. And trust me, if you do anything creative like editing videos or 3D modeling, VRAM is super, super important. So that raw power from the 3080, it comes at a price. The source called it a hungry beast, and for good reason. It drinks electricity. You'll feel that. The 4070, on the other hand, is way more efficient. It just sips power. And on top of that, it comes with more VRAM, 12 gigs versus the 3080's 10. That extra 2 gigabytes can make a huge difference in creative apps. Okay, we've looked at raw power, we've looked at the new tech, and we've talked about the practical stuff. It's time to bring it all home and figure this out. But it's not about finding one single winner, it's about finding the right winner for your specific needs.
Let's make this super simple. If you're the kind of gamer who plays a lot of slightly older titles and you just want the most frames per dollar you can get, the RTX 3080 is an amazing deal. It's a powerhouse.
But if you absolutely have to play the newest stuff with all the fancy tech turned on, and you want a card that's going to last you longer into the future, not to mention be better for creative projects, then yeah, the RTX 4070 is easily the one to get.
So you see, there's no easy answer here. No single best card for everyone. The winner of this fight really comes down to what you care about most. Is it about getting incredible raw performance for the games you're playing right now? Or is it about investing in smarter, more efficient technology for the games that are just around the corner? What you value most is what decides your winner.
And that's really the question I want to leave you with. When it's time for your next big upgrade, what's it going to be? Will you choose pure, unadulterated power, or will you bet on forward-thinking progress? The choice is all yours.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.